Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. And this is also one of the most beautiful poems, very short poems which has a lot of meaning by Robert Frost, same as Dust of Snow. Here, the poet predicts that the world will end eventually by fire or by ice. So here he is personifying fire and ice. He says fire stands for desire, greed, avarice, and lust, which makes people selfish and cruel. And ice stands for hatred, coldness, rigidity. So it leads to people being insensitive and indifferent. So he writes this poem very beautifully, and what we will get in our exam, that is our point of view of making these videos. So we have to be very clear about what fire stands for and what ice stands for according to the poet, and you understand these points according to the poet. Okay, and again how he has used here in the poem, he says there are some words which you have to know the meaning of, because again they will ask you, give options, and then they'll ask you how the words relate themselves in these sentences, and you have to be very clear about them, like perish, destruction, suffice, all these words they will ask. And then what is the rhyme scheme? You can make your own rhyme scheme. You can go through fire, ice, you can go through ABA, something like that. It is only one stanza, it is not two stanzas. And the literary devices used in these are some say, some say. See, these words are repeated in the first few words are repeated in a consecutive lines. It is called as anaphora. And then we have favor, fire, we have alliteration, we have enjambment and imagery and personification, and these are some of the poetic devices which are used here. So even though these are very small poems, Dust of Snow and Fire and Ice, these are very, very important, because we tend to get confused what the poet actually says. So you have to be very clear about what the poet says. If you don't understand, you have to read what the meaning stands for again and again. So here, that is why I have put up what are the main words they stand for, and he is talking, he is predicting how the world will end. It might end with fire, and ice also will do. He says ice also will do to destroy the world. That is a very beautiful poem, but with a very deep meaning. I hope you enjoy this poem, but don't forget to find out the meanings and how they can be used in sentences. One of the exercises you can do is make your own sentences with these words. Many sentences you make and try if it is sitting properly or not. If knowing the meaning is not enough, you should know how they are used in a sentence. That is most important for our exam. Thank you so much.